There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino Is the Name. Hey, yo, what's going on? Right now you're watching Casino Is the Name and getting the car cleaned up for my second Turo rental. We already have a third rental. We've already got it rented out a third time, so this is it's about to go out for the second time. They got to clean the wheels up real quick. I have to drop it off in a few minutes, as a matter of fact, or maybe like a little less than an hour or so. They need to hurry up. Been here for a minute trying to get it clean, but they had a lot of cars. Still thought it was going to be done before now, but here we go. I told them just do the wheels real quick and get up out of here. And they still ain't started the wheels yet. Could have been talking. All right, so I'm all gassed up. Now I'm headed to the airport to drop off. Looks like I'll get there right at time, like exactly at time. But still gonna take me like 45 minutes to get there. But I started this whole process way earlier, so sitting around waiting on them to finish up took forever. But here I go. My partner said I should get an assistant. Like, it's a little too early for this. Maybe just a general one, but no, we ain't got enough money for that yet. So I'm supposed to be turning here. Alright, so you guys know what we talk about on this channel. We talk about the money. Alright, so let's talk about these Turo numbers. So this trip is going to earn me, it's a 2-day trip. They get total miles included, 200 per day, 2-day trip, so they get 400 miles that they can drive. And my total earnings is going to be, so I'll look at the whole total. The total for the trip price is $144. They got an early bird discount for booking early. I'm trying to see how far, 2.2 miles before I got to do anything. So the total trip price is $144. There was an early bird discount of $7.20. They're paying $65 for me to drive to Atlanta Airport and drop it off. And they get 400 miles. They said the trip will be under 400 miles, so they shouldn't have any additional mileage fee. So 200 is just, I guess, standard included per day in a Turo booking. So they have a 2-day trip, so that's 400 miles. And the total trip, I guess, is $201.80. Then, of course, Turo has to get their fee. So out of the $201.80, which is the $144 plus the $65 for with the $144 minus the $720 plus the $65 totals $201.80. So $201.80 is what it cost this person to book this trip. Then the Turo fees were $60.54, totaling $141.26 to me. So for this trip, for these 2 days, I'll make $141.26. So that's for this one. And then I have another trip next week, which, let's see this guy. My trip next week. Well, my booking for next week is somebody's getting the car for what looks like 5 days. So miles included is 1,000 miles. They can drive 1,000 miles because it's 200 miles per day. For 5 days, 1,000 miles. So the trip cost was $352. They got a 3-day discount for booking for 3 days or more, and that was a $35.20 discount, including an early bird discount of $17.60, a delivery fee of $65 to the Atlanta airport, bringing the total trip cost to $364.20. Then, of course, Turo has to get their fee. So, out of this $364.20, Turo took a whopping $109.26, leaving me with $254.94 for a 5-day booking. Which, like I told you guys before, still balances out to about $50 a day. This kind of balances out to about $50 a day. And so I just, because I have plenty of people in the Atlanta area, I just tell somebody to come pick me up or drop me off. And, well, come pick me up when I drop the car off and drop me off when I go pick the car up. But I now want to be there when the person lands, so that I don't have to park the car or whatever. Now, the last time I thought that parking was going to cost me $14, but the person who booked the car paid the parking, and I offered to reimburse. They didn't mind, I guess. And then they parked it in an hourly parking, so I got there within an hour to pick it up. I would have got there as soon as they got there, but I had some, the traffic was crazy, so I got there a little later. So I had to pay $4 to get the car out of parking. So I made a little better than $50 a day on that one. But on average, it seems like I'm going to make about $50 per day on this car. Now, mind you, this is a Chrysler 300, which is actually still considered a luxury car. It's really nice. I got 5-star review from the guy who rented it last time. He loves the car. He was blown away. Hopefully this person is equally impressed with this quality of a vehicle. And I know somebody might laugh when I'm saying this about a Chrysler 300, but mine is really nice. I don't know. Mine is really nice. Very pleasant to drive. Smells good, looks great, feels good, handles the road. Definitely has some power, you know. If you want to go, it'll go, you know. Keep it well maintained, as I would any vehicle. And while I was there at the car wash place, I met another guy who was getting his Porsche Panamera cleaned up, and we started talking about our Porsches. We started talking about our Porsches, and I was telling him I had a Cayenne, and he was asking me about it, and I was asking him about his, and he was like, "Yo," and then we need to start a Porsche club or something. I was like, you know what? Join one or something. That's an idea. It's an idea. But he was cool. I'm actually going to end up interviewing him on this channel because he's a car dealer and he sells cars to Nigeria from here. It's very interesting stuff he was talking about while we was out there. So I was like, bro, I got to interview you and bring that onto the channel so these people can hear about another way that you can get some money. Anyway, 254 plus 141 and some change. Let me see, because it even has a breakdown of, let's see, activity. So here, okay. So it's saying that my first trip was 189, my second trip was 141, and my third trip is 254. And I'm only speaking profit after everything is taken out. As far as on the Turo app, as far as like me getting the car cleaned and stuff like that, you know, subtracting that amount, you know, between car cleanings, which is what I was doing anyway, cleaning the car anyway every week, so it's not much of a difference. But outside of just stuff like that, you know, they bring the car back on full, things like that. So anyway, I've earned totally, you know, since the first trip was completed, $189, and supposedly has already paid out. I haven't even checked to see, so I'll have to check on that, but it's saying that I have another $396 that is going to be earned between the next 2 trips. So, not that bad. Anyway, anyway, right now you're watching Casino is the Name, man, and I'm out. What's going on right now? You're watching Casino is the Name, and if you want to know how I started my trucking business, I have an ebook called Big Shot Hot Shot Volume 1 on your trucking authority. The link is going to be in the description. It'll pretty much tell you everything from if the taxes to different types of trailers and all sorts of things. It's a great book, 5-star reviews. Link will be in the description. Go get it. Yeah.
Beat me up, Scotty. Supreme.
Me and her together, we just count it up. Money on my mind, I can't get enough. Don't play with my money, you don't want no beef. Cause I come from the bottom, I come from the street. When she first saw me, she say, who is that? When a man saw me, he called me a threat. I'm the one that really live, wanna rap. They ain't never did it, they ain't really trap.
You say you want to be successful, but what's stopping you? Can't nothing stop you from being successful except for you. You standing in your own way. I came from the bottom. I ain't know nothing but the grind. You can't tell me nothing about that. I called the Bus and Basic Street Projects in Tallahassee, Florida. You hear me? I used to think $1 million would last me my whole life. I'd have made that and spent that. $1 million ain't enough.
There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino is the Name.